man? What's up, man? Congrats to the Lakers. All that good stuff. LeBron passes Larry Bird and all of them, and now he's number four rings. And Plies. I think in the midst of everyone celebrating LeBron, Plies just kind of got in over his head with the quick post and delete. I guess that was I don't know, a good wake and bake. I don't know. But once people started questioning him, like, what the fuck sense does that make? Because let's be honest, Breonna Taylor has become a brand. The only reason she even became big time is because of social media. Social media drove the Breonna Taylor, hashtag justice for Breonna Taylor. All of that was social media influenced, and it got its way to the NBA. So when the NBA did this campaign, social injustice, her along with George Floyd were branded and marketed to go along with that. That being said, because LeBron is the face of the league, it was only right they made him the voice of the movement. But don't get it twisted. He's not. He ain't Muhammad Ali. You know what I mean? He ain't Muhammad Ali. You got this is so differences, but that was a time before sports and corporate America had even merged. There was no such things as endorsements, and the only endorsement you got back then was you probably got the cover of the box of Wheaties. You got to be on the box of Wheaties. Ali, Jackie Robinson, Bruce Jenner. Once upon a time, when he was a man, was on the cover of Wheaties. There was no, LeBron got deals with Kia, Nike. He just did a movie. All Space Jam 2. You're not. He's too corporate. He's too much of a pawn in the corporate world. You're not gonna get that. You know what I mean? And don't get your hopes up thinking that. And even if he was, I don't get what giving the trophy to Breonna Taylor's family is gonna do. The Lakers just won their first trophy in 10 years, and you think they're gonna do that? Yeah. But it just doesn't. No, you're not gonna get that. LeBron is not that guy that you think he is. He's a great player. I got him up there in my top 3 all time, but he's not. He's not that guy. He never will be. No one in this generation can be that guy. Athletes are too compromised and they're too invested in in corporate world to ever step out on a leash like that. It won't happen. Adam Silver already said they're not gonna do it again next year. They're gonna take all of that social justice stuff off because the ratings were so bad. Now as far as the game and it being rigged, I don't blame a soul who feels that way. Look, the Lakers were the best team. They had the bigs. Miami was exhausted. Jimmy Butler was 12 points last night. They had no bigs. They were just matched up. They were the worst team record-wise to make it to the finals. The Lakers were just a better team. But I don't blame people who think it was scripted because it felt like something out of a Spielberg movie or a Martin Scorsese script. You know what I mean? Like the odds is just, Kobe dying the night before, the day before, after LeBron broke past him on the record, did it in Philly. Then Kobe dies, and if you're into the numerology and gematria and stuff, I get all of that, and then the Lakers win for the first time in 10 years since Kobe. So, I mean, I get it why people think it's rigged or scripted. It is what it is, but I mean, people have their opinions. I'm not gonna knock anybody with that conspiracy, but Plies was bugging. Plies was bugging. I'm like, nigga, why don't you give some of you, what have you donated to the Breonna Taylor family? To just tell somebody else what they should donate, what they worked hard for. You should take that and give it to what? You know what I mean? Like that man they worked their ass off for that championship, and you gonna tell them what you think they should do. But yeah, I just think people got in over their heads on who these guys are, and like I said, I don't know in LeBron's heart if he gives a damn. I know when Tamir Rice got killed in Cleveland, a lot of fans had to give him slack for him to even speak on that. When they did that boycott, it wasn't him that led the charge. It was George Hill and the Bucks because it happened in Minnesota. I mean, outside of Milwaukee. It wasn't even Giannis who was in on that as the MVP. It was George Hill. And the moment they decided after 12 hours, that shit was done. And it was people who it lost so much credibility. Even the people who were watching, a lot of them turned the channel and was like, I can't fuck with this. This is a joke. They pissed a lot of niggas off when they did that 12-hour boycott. They did a long day shift, basically. They pulled the second night shift. They did a 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., and that was it. Basically, it was a joke. It was not like that's just pretty much as Muhammad Ali is gonna get with LeBron. 12-hour boycott. So you could go in the timeout and think about what you did. That kind of shit. But nah, this is not what it is. Like I say, they branded Breonna Taylor the whole time. Unfortunately, like I say, her family settled for 12 million. But even if it was that's not gonna get her back. With all due respect, donating the trophy to the and the Laker fans, man, y'all, LA about to get shut down again. Did you see Staples Center after the game? They had like 15, they had like 4,000 motherfuckers out there. Rona party, just bundled up, no mask. They was out there like it was, any old regular shit, just this partying. Like, it's just, this shit was crazy, man. But yo, Plies, you wildin', man. Take that shit down.